All right, well, today we're talking about Marley and Me, a film that captures just what it means to have a pet that becomes just a full part of the family. So we have my brother Mark with us today, and we have Heather. Heather is a certified pet bereavement specialist who works with us here at Redwood. Heather, tell us just a little bit about you.
I am also a licensed marriage and family therapist and a registered art therapist. And I too have two beautiful pups right here with me.
Dun.
Pet one, pet
This
two.
is Jasper and this is Meadow.
You told us this morning that you have one of these little ones set up to be a
Therapy dog.
And Francisco, we need to put a picture of this little beauty. That picture that you brought, we need to put that up on the screen right now.
These
Wonderful.
dogs are so sweet.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to be looking at clips today from the movie Marley and Me. Now, Heather, you and I have seen this movie. Mark has not. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen the work, we're going to be talking about it, reacting to it. So, you know, you might want to watch this after you've seen it.
Right. Okay, should we just jump right into the clips?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's jump in.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
They left this little guy. Owen Wilson thought it would be a good idea to leave him in the
How long
garage.
did you leave him?
In a
I left
box.
him for maybe an hour tops. Did he eat the drywall?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right. That's one little dog did that. Oh, honey, you're shaking. Just under scared you, mister. Oh.
They're
sweet boy.
finally getting the view that this dog is going to be a handful.
I'm thinking of one specific situation with Meadow. And when we were in a hotel, she decided to eat the cabinet.
Ooh.
So never has she
She's
done
so
that
small.
before.
How does she eat a cabinet?
Exactly. So I had to prepare it, of course. But, you know, I'm looking at, okay, what is she communicating to me, right? What is
The hidden message.
What is her need
Uh-huh.
here, right?
What's interesting to me here is, even though the dog has created this gigantic mess, it's almost like the family's more in love with the puppy than before.
Right, right. I mean,
that connection that they create.
yeah, this is how we learn about dogs. You know, when my Labrador Retriever Sandy was a puppy, she did quite a good job on one of the legs of my mom's coffee table up in Canada. No one could see under the coffee table, and I didn't think to bring enough chew toys.
Kind of these innocent creatures, you know, these innocent beings that, you know, that are kind of dependent on us.
100%.
And they give so much love in return, you know. And the bonding, I think, is similar to that with a child.
Right. They're called fur babies for a reason,
Yep,
right?
that's right.
And I wouldn't be surprised if some people could maybe even develop more empathy or
Right. Compassion
forgiveness
for-
towards others.
Right. Compassion for pets
You know?
really is very similar to compassion for others.
Yeah, we kind of pass on what we receive.
Pets can bring out, for many of us, bring out a sensitivity within us, that sensitive aspect of self. And I think that oftentimes transfers to other humans.
I think they also bring out maybe the best in us.
Absolutely.
Too, that soft heart, that playful spirit, you know, that just, animals have a way of doing that. Anything with fur.
Anything with fur, right. And those eyes, my goodness.
All right, so let's jump into the next clip. Mark and Jasper.
All right.
We're gonna jump into the next clip. Meadow, are you ready, sweetheart?
Oh, 40 is going to be tough, buddy. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh. But we knew that. We knew this was when Father Time was going to make us move. Try to take us down a dark alley and
So
beat the
cute.
hell out of us.
Oh,
You got a little more white around the temples, but makes you look more distinguished, I think.
so sweet.
Steph. Well, how does it feel to have your best years behind you? You do everything you wanted to? No, me neither. All right, you hot? You want to cool off? Let's do it. You know what? Not today.
Not supposed to let him off the leash at this beach,
We don't release him a
but
little too long.
sweetness though.
You share some of your most intimate thoughts and feelings with your dog, your cat.
Yeah.
You know, they're just such good companions, and they, you know, they're there with you in so many different types of moments.
All these life experiences that we share together. Who else would he have that conversation with
Right.
like that?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So Heather, you're the our pet bereavement specialist. Can pets sense sadness?
Absolutely, I believe they can. I know personally, if I sniffle, Jasper will immediately look up at me, because sometimes I have sniffled, and it's when I have been crying, you know, so he looks up and checks, and I can, you know, sense the concern, right? Much through senses and emotions and the heart, and so maybe they're more highly, you know, attuned to our emotions because of that.
Let me set up this next clip. Okay, so here we are in the show. We're at the place in Marley and Me where Marley is sick. He is at the vet with his dad, and the vet has said there's no going back, and Marley's going to be euthanized. And so let's have a look at this really emotional and difficult scene.
Outside, if you need me.
Thanks. Look what I got for you. Remember this? Colleen sent you. You remember that? You remember chewing up that ear?
Yeah,
It's
I
tough to
can't watch it.
remember all the things you chewed up, isn't it? It all starts kind of run
boy.
together.
I've been in this situation a couple of times, and actually once recently, and it's really hard.
You see how he's caressing all these parts of Marley and just adoring and reflecting.
It's okay. You don't have to do anything. You don't have your usual energy. Remember how we were always saying what a pain you are? You're the world's worst dog. Don't believe it. Don't believe it even for a minute. Because you know we couldn't find a better dog. You know what made you such a great dog is you loved us every day, no matter what. That's an amazing thing. You know how much we love you. Love you so much. Love you more than anything. I don't know exactly where we go from here. I want you to remember you're a great dog, Marley. You're a great dog.
You're a great dog too. That was a very powerful clip, and I think I can relate in the sense, I mean, I have had one of my dogs euthanized when he became very ill and elderly, and was suffering. And even when, you know, my pups have been sick, maybe very, very ill at times, you know, and just those tender moments of, you know, the rest of the world kind of fades away, and it's just us right there in our very special relationship and our love for them, for the other. And I was thinking about the term euthanasia, which actually, you know, translates to, or the meaning of, is the good death. And, you know, that's the intention here, right? Is to limit the suffering of our beloved.
Right.
I'm thinking of a line that, you know, I hear often when it comes to grief. And, you know, grief is the price that we pay for love, you know, ultimately.
I mean, those are some of the hardest things that people will have to go through in life, you know. They develop such an incredible bond with their animal, and it was so powerful. Honestly, I couldn't watch, you know. I have a dog that's with me all day, every day, and it's a Labrador Retriever, so I honestly couldn't watch.
That's why we're getting into pet bereavement at Redwood, because we want to help people with this topic. We don't want them to suffer in silence because they've lost a pet and they're just overwhelmed with it but don't know where to go or how to get help. And it's not that they need to come to counseling, but you know, we want to talk as well here in a minute about some of the things they can do to help work through it.
Many folks feel that it's something that they need to keep to themselves, that it will not necessarily be acknowledged or validated or even understood by others, because that relationship is so unique to, you know, that individual and their beloved pet. Also, you know, they might hear things such as, oh, well, it's just a dog, or it's just a cat, or it's just, you know. But there are, for example, pet loss support groups. There are many books out there, various ways to memorialize. Another frequent thing that I hear is the response, oh, well, you know, you should just get another one. You know, and for a pet owner that's recently lost their pet, they might feel angry toward that reaction. They might feel alone, deeply hurt by that, you know, response. But, you know, maybe eventually one can feel ready to open their heart again.
All of us, we get a pet, Mark, you know, do you have to sort of like acknowledge that? Would it be good to acknowledge that up front, that it won't last forever?
Yeah, well, that's part of the deal.
How fortunate we are to travel together with our fur babies. You know, what a gift. And so, yes, we anticipate that maybe we will be here a little longer than them, perhaps. But, you know, I think with that in mind, it's a good reminder to just cherish every moment that we have together.
Beautiful, beautiful, yes. Yeah. All right, so this last clip is really about the healing process, about the bereavement. As we'll see here, this is their funeral. This is their...
Man, it just gets better all the time.
Oh my God.
Now you're taking me to a freaking funeral on top of it? I barely got through the last scene.
Okay.
Oh no.
And here we go.
I
You
take
ready?
that back. Okay.
Here you go. Oh, sweetness. And this is nice, doing sort of a ceremony, a goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrapped in his blanket.
So he can stay warm.
Do you guys want to read what you wrote?
Mine's a picture of me and Marley, grasshoppers and ice cream. Mommy wrote what I said. Dear Marley, I will never forget you forever. Colleen. And these are kisses.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You want to put it in? You'll like that. Set it down. Good. That's a great picture. Connor,
I just love how they're steering their children through this goodbye and just being really present for them, even though it's so difficult.
I hope you like heaven and that there's lots to chew on. Your brother, Connor Richard Grogan.
Mm-hmm.
it's a good letter.
Patrick, do you want to say something?
He knows.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to give him something. This this necklace. It's been on quite a journey. Your dad gave it to me to celebrate the beginning of our family. But, you know, our family had really already begun. By clearance puppy.
So touching. So touching.
My goodness.
Ugh. So full circle, we're talking about pet bereavement today and how our pets become so deeply connected to us. And this movie really illustrates how hard it is to say goodbye.
I know all of us right now are feeling that and can relate to that.
Yeah.
I love how they included the children in this. You know, sometimes folks might tell their child, oh, well, they're sleeping. Well,
Went to the farm.
Yeah, or went to the farm. So the child may, wait for them to return or want to go look for them or wait, think they're going to wake up and come back or something. So this was great that the children were really an important part of this process.
That relationship was priceless. It's not even, it's beyond words. Words really just scratch the surface of what that dog meant to the family.
It's this unconditional love that they deliver just time and time and time again. And it's different than the relationships we have with others, where it does oftentimes, whether it's with our children or a loved one or a spouse, there does feel like there's these conditions,
And complexities, right? I mean, human relationships are complex. Family relationships are complex.
Right.
Intimate partner relationships. Kind of the simplicity of it in its purest form is just love.
Just
right?
love.
And I've even had moments where I'm so busy, we're all so busy, right? And with all the things. And then I can sometimes just glance over at them and think, wait, let me just spend some time right here. I've just been half here,
Let me be present with my
Let me
pet.
really be present, yeah.
I would love viewers to take away from this bereavement episode, Marley and Me. Let's boil it down to the nuggets, the key things. I mean, for me, one of them is grief is real, and we've got to give it space. Allow it to happen. Don't run from it. Lean into it.
You don't want to sweep grief under the rug. You want to talk about it with your kids, process it, let them work through it. You don't want to just go out and get another animal, because that's not going to help. They have to let this pain and suffering out.
One's grief is personal and unique to themselves and that relationship.
Yes.
All right, and so is to be honored, respected, acknowledged. And the best thing is when working with grief is to allow that individual to share with us, show us what that grief is for them, rather than to impose what grief is for them. Right?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful. So this was a emotional show for us to watch together. I'm so glad that you came to visit us, Heather. Thank you. And thank you on behalf of all pet owners, and especially pet owners that have lost a pet, that you've leaned into the pet bereavement area of mental health to help folks in this way. If you liked what we talked about today and you're liking this show, share your feedback. Talk to us in the comments about your experience with your pets. I would love if you felt like putting on your story on your social media channel a picture of your loved one, and I don't know, just a little bit about what you loved about your pet, and include hashtag wellness on screen, and we'll look for it and try and I don't know, send some love your way and send some love your pet's way.
Do what you can to help animals, donating money or donating time, rescue an animal,
Foster.
go to a pet shelter.
Foster.
There's all kinds of wonderful, wonderful animals that just want someone like you
So Heather, I would like to thank you for being here and just sharing your experience and wisdom around this topic. And I would like to thank you for bringing Jasper and Meadow. They have just loved every minute of it, I think.
Thank you.
All right, Jasper, Meadow, Heather, Mark, I always like to remind people that the best way out
is always through.
Subscribe and like the video.
If you would like, please feel free to...
Wait. That's the funeral version.
Lad, you gotta scoop me up off the ground. Like, you just wipe me out now.
We're doing another
I'm gonna
episode.
be like this
4
till
seconds.
like 9 o'clock at night tonight.